Hi Ryan, my name's Simon from Little Big Marketing San Diego. You spoke to my brother Mark, I think yesterday, about having this free custom video sent over to you that's going to show you some information on the opportunity of utilizing a service called SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization, which is basically ranking your website and Google business on Google to put you in front of more people searching for relevant keywords. So I'm going to start there. We have a keyword for you, landscaping San Jose, which is relevant to your business and your target market. So what I've done is I've typed that in, and I'm just going to explain a few things about this page before I go into showing the opportunity. So number one, I'm going to look at these, or I want to explain these ads here. These are a pay-per-click ad. We utilize these to generate short-term revenue whilst using SEO as a long-term strategy. SEO is about growing your brand online, growing your branded presence, and as you become a bigger presence online, you're found by more people, including Google. And the bigger you are, Google looks at how big your presence is online and starts to trust your business, and then starts to want to show you to more and more users over time. Okay, so that's what we're looking at, but these are great to use in conjunction to generate short-term revenue increases. These are a pay-per-click Google ad. So every time someone clicks on this ad, you're going to pay a small amount, but then when those clicks turn into leads for you, you obviously aim to close more business than it costs you to generate. So we kind of make sure that that's the case, but they can be a little tricky. So this part here is called the Google Map Pack, which is a very, very, very hot piece of real estate on Google's search results page. This being the search results page that we're looking at. These generate very, very hot leads and frequently, or more frequently, close than any other type of lead. The reason being is people trust Google, and when they're looking for a local business, this is the local business section, they can see straight away that there's social proof in reviews. They can see that they're a landscaper. You can see how long they've been in business, where they are. You can see everything that they need to convert, right? So they close at a higher rate because they do generate very hot leads, and a lot of them. So it's extremely important about utilizing your Google business to get into this map pack. It'll grow your business quite quickly. Now down here is the organic search results section, which is what we're sort of more focusing on today. And, out of 100 searches, typically this person here will gain around 30%, 28 to 30% of those clicks. So you could expect around 30 clicks for every keyword that had 100 volume. 30 clicks might turn into, an extra few jobs, an extra 5 jobs every single month, because this, what I'm talking, is monthly. But then you add more keywords and you get another 30 clicks and another 30 clicks, and you just build on that volume. And that's what SEO is and why it's a long-term strategy. So what I've done here is I've chosen applewoodlandscaping.com to show you essentially the opportunity that you have. This is a tool that I use called Ahrefs or Ahrefs. And what it does is show me what they're doing in terms of SEO to their site to help them rank on Google. But it also shows me what they're gaining from being at the top position for whatever keywords that they are ranking for. I was meant to highlight just that. So they're ranking for approximately 108 keywords, and they're generating approximately 449 clicks every single month. So if you were closing just 10% of those, you could be possibly landing an extra 40 plus jobs every month. And again, like I said, you actually stack this over time so that, in month 6 or whatever, you might get to 550 clicks. In month 7, you're at 600, and then 900, and then 1,000, depending on how many people are actually searching for your service on Google in your area to where your cap is. But you have quite a large target market there with San Jose, so this is a pretty small number as to what could be. So that's why people do this, and what I like to do is start by sharing the way that we do it. And what we typically focus on are 3 things, and that is content, backlinks, and citations. And I'm going to explain them as I go, but content, what I'm referring to is words and images on your homepage. So this is your homepage here. Google likes to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on a homepage. The reason being is that it helps Google understand who the experts are in the topic. or in the field that we're looking at. So if we're looking at landscaping and you had 1,500 words about landscaping on your site, you're undeniably the expert in that field, and chances are Google would prefer to show you to people looking for your service over others that have no content on their site, because Google doesn't look at them like the expert. Okay, the other reason for the extra content is so that you can get in keywords into your content so that Google doesn't have to guess what you're trying to show for. You want to tell Google exactly what you do and where. So this should be outdoor kitchens, San Jose, masonry concrete, San Jose, and so on. You don't necessarily need to show the location after every single keyword, but typically throughout your content, you would be making it very, very, very obvious what you do and where you do it. So you might think that it is obvious, but Google needs it to be beyond obvious, okay? And then obviously when the user clicks through, they don't typically read everything. They look for those keywords. So that's why you'll see on some sites they're bolded, so that just catches their eye, and straight away the user goes, oh, I know I'm in the right spot, calls the business. That's all they're looking for. Okay, so 1,500 to 2,000 words, but also more of these images. And make sure that you're taking photos on your mobile phone. It embeds data that Google uses to see the location of the image, where it was taken and when it was taken. And real images and real recent images add value to SEO. Okay? If we come along and look at Applewood Landscaping, like I said, I think I'm going to compare you to these guys. So these guys aren't utilizing the best SEO either without using a proper keyword in their primary title. So that's a good area where you could beat them out straight away, is by utilizing a keyword in your main title. As we scroll down and look at the words and images, they've got a few images that could be taken on a mobile phone. But not a lot of content, and it's actually a little bit slow. So whilst they're at the top at the moment, Google wouldn't hesitate to put someone above this website, because it's a little bit slow in its loading time, and there's just not enough content. There's a lot of fluff on there, but there's not a lot of content. So if you were to go and get some more of those mobile phone taking images and content on your website, you're going to beat these guys out for step number one immediately. Now, the second tip was backlinks, and backlinks are basically anywhere one website refers to another via a clickable link, and they come from a referring domain or from a referring website, and they act like endorsements. So right now you have 19 backlinks coming from 8 referring domains. We can actually look at what they are, and I can see you've got a handful of Blogspot accounts. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're doing these yourself. These actually do help rank businesses. The problem with these is that these are Blogger or Blogspot is owned by Google. So that's why a lot of SEO companies out there at the moment are using these websites to help rank you. They're just a social media account. However, there will come a time in the near future, most likely 6 months to a year, where these won't be valued any longer. So a lot of websites are going to drop to the bottom of Google again, but also there is a chance that you can get suspended. You can get your website suspended for using these, because it is what's called a black hat technique. I'm not going to go into that right now, but it means that the only reason people are using them is for the purpose of ranking their site, and Google doesn't like that. So just be careful if someone's doing this for you, or if you're doing them yourself. I wouldn't go ahead and add too many, or have a backup plan, so that if they do become devalued, you don't just drop to the bottom. Okay, but there's only a few at the moment. These are all the links that this tool can find of yours that are pointing at your site, acting like those endorsements, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to come and look at the guy who's ranking in the top position, and we can see that he's got 50 backlinks from 17 referring domains. And typically what I like to do is use the competition as a roadmap, and I come and get all the same links as them and more. Okay, so we can see every single link that these guys have. They're not all created equal, by the way. Some links are more valuable than others, specifically ones that are relevant to your industry or your location. So none of these are anything to do with San Jose or California or anything like that. Doesn't look like any of them are relevant to landscaping, so that's what you want to look for. Okay, but again, it's not saying that these ones aren't valuable, because this company is ranking currently. So we would get all of these links and then go after all of the topically relevant links and location relevant links, and you would solidify your your position at the top of Google. So that's content and backlinks. The third thing I mentioned was citations. And a citation is what helps you rank in the map pack here that I was mentioning earlier. So a citation is just anywhere your business name, number, and address are located on Google, anywhere at all. Typically, they are used on directory listings like Yelp, Home Advisor, Angie's List, Expertise, Triple B, all of those different directory listings that exist. Yahoo, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, there's hundreds of them. And that's one way to build out your brand online presence, right? You create a lot of these accounts, and when you have more of those accounts than these guys, typically you'll start to outrank them on Google because Google can see your large presence. It's trusted because of the content that you've added to your site and the backlinks that are endorsing your website. And now you've got a large brand online presence because of all these different accounts. So that's typically how we go about ranking websites on Google. And also the opportunity that comes along with it. So I hope that you learned something and that you found this interesting. If you are interested in doing this yourself, more than welcome to reach out and ask more questions or for any other information that you need. But if you are looking for someone to do this for you, this is what I do. I do love doing it, and I really, really, really do enjoy helping small business owners grow their business. So with that, I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for watching.